David, and I hail from the beautiful state of Colorado. I had suffered with that pain for 10 long years, every year getting progressively worse, and the terminology that the doctors use is, what is your pain level from a 1 to a 10? My pain level was a 10 at all times. I could not run, I could not jog, I could not do any exercise of any kind. I found it really hard to even go to work without the pain medication to help me through the day. Because I was in pain all the time, I found that I was short-tempered and irritable and just no fun to be around when I was in that much pain at all times. Very, very much feelings of desperation, feelings of anxiety, very many feelings of inadequacy for my family because I couldn't do those things that families do together. There were times that we would be invited to go on a hike. I would have to pass. There was time we were invited to go to a festival and walk around. I had to pass. There were times that I was asked to go, even for a short walk, was too painful to manage without the pain medication. Very hard, very hard. The work day was like this. I would wake up, take a pain pill, go to work for the first 2 hours. At break time, I did not really take a break with my coworkers. I would go to my truck and lay down and stretch out for those 15 minutes. At lunchtime, I would gobble down my sandwich and then again another pain pill and lay down. Afternoon break, same thing. Take a pain pill and lay down to ease the pain so I could continue to work. Without that 15 minutes, 30 minutes of stretching out and laying down and taking the pressure off my back, I would not be able to work any time, at any day. Upwards of the thousands. I know for a fact the medication itself, or just one medication, and I would take 2 for pain, and 2 for regular maintenance of pain. So I was taking 5 pills a day of just pain medication, and that amounted to, I would say, over $5,000 per year. We tried everything under the sun. We tried acupuncture. We tried physical therapy. We tried being adjusted by a chiropractor. We tried heat rubs and cold rubs, ice packs and hot towels, all to no avail. I had surgeries done that also did not help. I had a rhizotomy done where they burned the nerves, and even that did not help. Burning those nerves was not effective. I had already done one surgery. It did not affect the pain at all. It was a complete waste of time. All of the other procedures that we tried, also a complete waste of time. Until I found the AccuraScope, nobody could help me with the pain in any way, shape, or manner. Nobody could help me. Not with the MRIs, not with the CT scans, not with the X-rays. Until I found the AccuraScope, I was in pain totally all the time, 24/7, morning, evening, night, morning, noon, and night, holidays, weekends, summer vacations, all the time I was in pain, and none of the procedures ever worked until I found the AccuraScope procedure. That was really one of the best experiences of the AccuraScope process. My patient coordinator, Michael, was efficient to a fault. He got me the right paperwork I needed to turn in. He had me contact the right doctors I needed to turn in forms from. He got me to send in my MRI disc, even the insurance information he asked me for, and then he used it to get me qualified or certified for the AccuraScope procedure. It couldn't have been a nicer experience. The staff was so helpful and kind. I was a little bit apprehensive because there is a little bit of anesthesia that is applied, but there was nothing that I would not undergo to have the AccuraScope procedure done. Anything that needed to be addressed was addressed there in the patient room with my patient coordinator, my anesthesiologist, my doctor, of course, my nurse. And one of the best things was having somebody monitoring my spinal cord and the activity in my spinal cord, guaranteeing that nothing would happen that could affect me in an adverse or hurtful condition, because it was being monitored throughout the whole process. So that was a guarantee that really put my mind at ease. Those were also very pleasurable, actually, because I could come to the doctor and said, I do not have the pain as strong anymore, doctor. And he told me that there would still be even more healing that needed to take place, and that I was on the road to recovery, and I could have jumped for joy, even though I couldn't because I just had the procedure. It was covered up just for the first day, but after that I uncovered them, and they were the size of the thickness of your pinky ring, of the size of your pinky. The size of a straw would be a good analogy. No stitches, but we did have small band-aids just to cover the incision. He assured me that the recovery time would be also the improvement time, which is really good news. Would be healing during the recovery time, but it would be very short. It would be anywhere from 6 months to a year that the healing would continue. But as far as coming out of the surgery, probably 48 hours after the procedure was very minimal pain. Prior to the procedure, it was a 10 plus, unbearable pain, 24/7, no way out except the pain medication. Without that pain medication, I would be in so much pain that if I did not have that pain medication, I would have to go to the emergency room to be treated for that pain with stronger drugs at the hospital. It is like turning on and off a switch. After the procedure, I woke up without the pain, which had never happened to me. And I also use the word woke up because I had never gotten a good night's sleep prior to the procedure. So I finally got some sleep, and I finally woke up without that horrendous, unsupportable pain that I felt at all times before the procedure. My advice would be that they submit their MRI disc copy and their MRI report as quickly as possible so that the doctors could evaluate if one of the many procedures that North American Spine performs would work for them. I would advise them to get that material in as quickly as humanly possible.